Because if I lived in Birmingham, I'd die too.
Hey guys, we still gonna talk about Becky Lynch and the promo that she cut on this most recent episode of Monday Night Raw and how she insulted the Osbourne family. Tune in more to the Pink Square Circle and let's talk about it. Hey guys, we back at the Pink Square Circle. We'll talk about Becky Lynch took the promo too far on Monday Night Raw about Ozzy Osbourne. Osbourne fan response to Becky Lynch remarks. You guys get the lights as we come to the Pink Square Circle. We're talking about Becky Lynch. Now, we know that Becky and Nikki Bella have a match at Clash at the Castle for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. During the promo between both of the two, the show was in UK in Birmingham, United Kingdom. Now, we know that's where Ozzy Osbourne is from, and she said that the only thing good came out of here, he is now gone, which she referred to Ozzy Osbourne. She said it's good that he went to L.A., and she said, if I were him, I'd do the same thing. Now, that rubbed Kelly Osbourne, the daughter of the late Ozzy Osbourne, the wrong way. She did not like what Becky Lynch said. She has some remarks to it, which I'll get to in a second. But it was not too good, though. But let's see what happened here about the whole incident here.
WWE fans gasping in shock during Monday Night Raw in England as the man, Becky Lynch, delivered some brutal blows to the crowd in Ozzy Osbourne's hometown.
In fairness to Ozzy Osbourne, he had the good sense to move to LA, a proper city. Because if I lived in Birmingham, I'd die too.
Well, let me tell you something you don't have, and that's class.
The insults coming after Nikki Bella challenged Becky to a match, which will now happen Sunday. And yet, the crowd wasn't having it. Neither is the rock icon's daughter, Kelly.
I'm a daddy's girl. I love my dad. You know that. No woman with a neck like a is gonna ruin my family.
The 40-year-old, who was overwhelmed by grief at Ozzy's memorial less than a month ago, fired back on Instagram, calling Becky a disrespectful dirtbag, adding, "Birmingham would not piss on you if you were on fire." Kelly also calling out the WWE for allowing the comments to air to their millions of viewers across the globe. So far, no response.
Now, according here to WWE by Wrestling Observer Live, it said that WWE is discussing an apology following last night's promo, which included a heel line by Ozzy Osbourne that was meant to be to heel on the crowd, not Ozzy Osbourne. And then it was also clarified it was not a pre-planned storyline. Kelly Osbourne was not happy about it. She said that she's not happy, and he reported that W feels embarrassed, and that they're interested in discussion about issuing public and private apology about the whole incident. Like I said, I know this is all used to hype up the Clash at the Castle match because, Nikki Bella is her first match of being back at WWE. Becky Lynch is ready to a heel character as Women's Intercontinental Champion. But there's some people may believe that Becky Lynch took it way too far. You heard what Kelly Osbourne said. They wouldn't pee on you if you was on fire. It's just crazy, though. Becky Lynch definitely been taken up a notch since she's been heel as the heel character. So, but I'm pretty sure Becky Lynch did not intentionally want to insult or disrespect Ozzy Osbourne in any way, shape, or form. I think she just was trying to get into the character of, Becky got a new theme song that, she got she's new Women's Intercontinental Champion. She's trying to do anything to get heat, and I think they saying this was just way too far of that. And when I heard the promo, she did kind of go far on that. I know she wants to be in the heel character and really upset the fans. But Ozzy Osbourne, he did just pass away, a month ago, if that. So a few weeks ago to a month. So it wasn't that long ago that he passed away. His family, his wife, and his kids are still grieving over this man passing away. So it's still fresh, So it definitely, hurts to hear something like that. And, of course, it wasn't pre-planned. And I'm pretty sure if they had discussed it with the Ozzy Osbourne's family prior to Monday Night Raw, I'm pretty sure they would not be okay with the promo. And we know that in WWE, you know, when they take it too far with, you know, someone passing away, they go up a notch, they push the envelope, and the family members of the deceased are not too happy about it. Remember back in 2015 when Paige Saraya insulted Charlotte Flair's, her younger brother who passed away. Ric Flair was not too happy about that. So just another clear case of that. But yeah, this was wild. This is definitely something WWE, I'm pretty sure, is not happy with Becky Lynch about. I know they spoke to her about the whole thing and how she has to cut it down her promos. Now, I haven't seen no statement on social media about Becky Lynch apologizing or WWE sending a public apology as they stated. This is just by a wrestling observer by Brian Alvarez, him talking about it. But Becky Lynch gotta take it down a notch because, you know, we in that kind of culture, especially today, where you cannot just say stuff like that. That's going to set the culture, you know, besides Ozzy Osbourne family, which they have very good reason to, and that's just stuff like that happens. But I knew that when she said that promo, that there was going to be some kind of backlash for what she said about Ozzy Osbourne being gone and leaving UK, because that's his hometown, you know. Not only you upset him, you probably upset his fans, you know, especially I was in the crowd that night because he was such a public figure, you know, a musician that performed many, many years. He actually had his, last performance not too long ago before he passed away. So like I said, the stuff is still fresh, it's still new. But Kelly Osbourne, it's crazy because the Osbournes, Ozzy Osbourne's tied to WWE. You guys remember he just did the theme song for the past couple Survivor Series, so there's definitely some ties in there to it. But WWE didn't talk to his family prior. They didn't feel like they needed to, you know, just basically trying to get a promo. But I knew it would be crazy. Like I said, Becky just went too far on this one. She took it way back, way, way farther than she had to, and that was it. But you know, Becky Lynch is at this point in her career where she has control over her character. She has more say-so what she do. She's not a newbie. She's not just someone that just broke into stardom. She's been doing her thing for a while. I know she's been gone for the past year, took a hiatus, but she's been back. So she's going to do stuff that I guess they give her the freedom and they trust her to say what they want to say. But after this promo, I don't know if they're going to trust Becky Lynch so much with her promos. They're probably going to guide her through it, make sure it can be approved. They knew it was a slip-up, but they're going to probably keep a close eye on it because you never know, you know. I'm not saying it will happen. Osbournes could probably want to sue over that because it's a defamation, you know, for the remark. You never know. I don't think they're going to want to sue for that. That'd be way, way far, but definitely was not happy about that. I mean, this man was just buried not too long ago. So just a little too fresh, a little too soon, and a little too far. So, but I know Becky wants to get that match going. I know she wants to get the feud going. And who knows? I just hope that Becky Lynch, when they are overseas in the near future, she doesn't get booed by the fans. You know, especially when the next time they do show up in Birmingham, United Kingdom. I just hope they don't boo her for what she said because it is heel heat, but it's real heel heat. But maybe that's what Becky Lynch want, the heel heat, but not the way I think she would want that kind of heat as far as that character goes. But like I said, it depends on how long Becky's going to be in this heel character, how long she's going to be in this mood. But I would say it's going to be solid with the match with Nikki Bella. This has been a real good feud going on. Nikki Bella, she could possibly win the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Possibly not. Becky could lose. She could retain. And it's going to be a good story. So I can't wait to see how this match is going to go between Nikki Bella and Becky Lynch for this Women's Intercontinental Championship. It's just this promo added more fuel to the fire between the two because these two been taking back and forth at each other ever since Nikki Bella approached Becky Lynch about the Women's Intercontinental Championship. I think that'll be the best thing. But I don't know how much longer this feud will last. It could end at just Clash at the Castle. It could go a little further, but who knows? Maybe this momentum, you know, in general, to get the crowd to really hate Becky and to really cheer for Nikki to win the Women's Intercontinental Championship, because it will be the first title that Nikki Bella wins since she's been back in WWE. The last championship she did have was the Divas Championship, and that was well over 10 years ago. But we will have to see what happens next between these two. But the promo was wild, though. But that's all I have for Becky Lynch. Took the promo too far for Ozzy Osbourne. Osbourne fan response to Becky Lynch remarks. You guys let me know what you think. Click the link below to the next video. Until then, guys, I will see you guys later.